is really lopsided, and I'm really sorry because I know it's annoying, but so today we had a session about Michael Chekhov's practice, more so technique. He's a new practitioner. I've never heard of him before today, and it was really interesting. I didn't see, the thing is, I don't really know if I'm fond of him so far after what we did today in a 1.5 hour session. I'm not sure if I've made up my mind about him, and I haven't, because I'm not quick to judge, but I want to give his practice a few more tries, sorry. But his psychophysical approach was so different to what we've learned before, and you could definitely see some correlation between his work and Stanislavski's work, because Chekhov was one of Stanislavski's most brilliant students, so you could see that kind of correlation there. But Chekhov took it to that next level. I think I didn't like it as much because it was just so different, and because it was so different, I feel like I couldn't connect with it as much because it wasn't something that I was used to before, and I was thrust into trying to understand this completely new psychological approach to acting, which I hadn't taken on before. Of course, acting is about emotion. Of course, it is. That's what makes it real. But it was that deeper understanding of it, which I just never had before. And so, yeah, that was really different for me. And in more depth, I'd say that there were some parts where we had to completely let ourselves go. It was it was so brand new. It was a completely different side of acting. Although you'd think that we'd have more practice in it as budding actors, but it was the first time I was ever introduced to this kind of thing, and it was just really it was really new. But yeah, and I want to improve, but not in the sense of just looking better or seeming better, in the sense of actually understanding that we have streams of energy coming through our fingers, and we're always in this state of ready. He has 3 forms of beauty, form, and I forgot the third one, but something like that. And in those forms, it's about his technique and how you can make things beautiful, but beautiful is subjective. The very famous quote, beauty is an eye of the beholder. It's true. What I find beautiful may not be something that you find beautiful. And form, it's your physical form, and it's just something so complicated that it's not something that I'm gonna, or I think anyone is gonna get with the first try. I'm still, right now, recording this, I'm still trying to wrap my head around the whole technique. It's not something small. It's big, it's massive. The idea of it, the concept of it. Because it's all in your head. And anything that's got to do with our brain is never small. Psychology isn't small. We're always expanding. Our brain is always working. And me personally, as a person, as I was saying before about the state of readiness, I'm always filled with energy. Even now when I talk to you guys, my hands are just always moving because I want to move. I want to do something. When I'm standing, I can't. I'm a very fidgety. I'm a very fidgety person. I can't stand still. I can't not move, because I always have this energy in me. My energy is always just flowing through my body. I always like we were learning today, I always have these streams of energy coming through me, and his practice, from what I got today, is about that. It's about having that energy and how you can muster that energy on stage. For example, what if you're playing an extra? That doesn't mean you don't put effort into your role. And I've never been the kind of person to be necessarily offended by having a small role. Yes, it does have some significance if I've worked really hard for the role. But I always put my all into every role I get. So me even being like say like a background bartender, imagine me as that, and you know, you can be pouring cups and stuff, but how can you make that seem real? How can you, if the scene in front of you, if the dialogue in front of you has been going on for ages, how do you still continue doing your role without making it repetitive, without making it unreal, without making it seem too abstract? If it's supposed to be naturalistic, you know, you can muster energy, and that's what it's about. From what I got today, about conjuring this energy up, these streams of energy, whilst you're doing something mundane. Or if you're not doing something mundane, you know, you don't have to be a side role to really grasp his practice. And I think it's just so fascinating, and I'm really intrigued by the whole idea of it, and I can't wait to learn more about it and delve deeper into his psyche and what he thinks, and how him as a practitioner is going to help me improve as an actor. I really can't wait, but it's difficult, and I'm definitely ready to learn more.